Group of bikers stop at a black girl's lemonade stand, then the unthinkable happens. The sun was shining bright on a warm Saturday afternoon in a quiet neighborhood of Atlanta. The streets were calm, only the sound of birds and the occasional car passing by filled the air. On one corner of the street, under the shade of a tall oak tree, stood a little table covered with a pink cloth. Behind that table was an 8-year-old girl named Amara, full of energy, determination, and a wide, innocent smile. Amara had spent all week preparing for this day. She had begged her mother to let her set up a lemonade stand, something she had seen other kids do in movies and cartoons. Her mother, Denise, was a single parent working 2 jobs, and she wasn't sure if people would stop by. But Amara insisted. She had big dreams, and her little hands wanted to do something on her own. She had a sign, handwritten with colorful markers. Fresh lemonade, $1 a cup, cold and sweet. Her plan was simple. She wanted to save money for a new bicycle. Old bike was small, rusty, and had a broken chain. Some of the neighborhood kids teased her when she walked to school while they rode shiny bikes with bells and baskets. Amara didn't cry in front of them. But at night she whispered to her mom about her dream bike, pink with white handles, tassels, and a basket in the front. Denise finally gave her blessing. She squeezed lemons with Amara early in the morning, mixed sugar and water, and filled a cooler with ice. By 11 a.m., Amara was outside, ready for her first customer. For the first hour, hardly anyone came. A few neighbors waved but didn't stop. A man jogging by smiled and gave her $2 without taking a drink. Amara's face lit up with excitement as she dropped the money in her jar, but soon after the street went quiet again. Then, in the distance, came a low rumbling sound. It grew louder and louder, like thunder approaching. Amara looked up, confused. Denise, who was watching from the porch, shaded her eyes with her hand. Down the road, turning the corner, appeared a group of motorcycles, shiny, heavy, and roaring, like lions. There were at least 10 of them, riding close together. The bikers were dressed in leather jackets, vests with patches, and black boots. Their engines echoed through the street, making Amara's little table shake. Some neighbors peeked through their windows, uneasy. Motorcycles often carried a reputation: danger, roughness, gangs. Amara froze for a moment, her tiny hands gripping. The edge of the table, the bikers slowed down as they approached. Then, to Amara's surprise, they pulled over, all of them, right in front of her lemonade stand. The engines went silent, and for a moment, all that remained was the sound of the ice clinking inside her pitcher. One of the bikers, a tall man with a gray beard and sunglasses, took off his helmet and smiled. "Well, what do we have here?" he said in a deep but gentle voice. Amara swallowed nervously. Lemonade. It's $1. The man chuckled. $1, huh? That's a fair price. Another biker, a woman with braided hair and tattoos along her arms, stepped forward. "I'll take 2 cups. It's hot as fire today." Amara's little hands shook as she poured lemonade into paper cups. She handed them carefully to the bikers. One by one, they ordered, until every biker had a drink in hand. Her jar quickly filled with bills. It was far more than she expected so soon. But then something unthinkable happened. The leader of the bikers, the gray-bearded man, crouched down to meet Amara's eyes. He asked softly, "Why are you out here, sweetheart?" "Raising money for something?" Amara hesitated. She looked at her mom, who nodded encouragingly. Then she whispered, I want to buy a new bike. Mine is broken. I want to ride to school like the other kids." The bikers grew quiet. Some glanced at each other. The leader stood up, turned to his group, and without another word, pulled out his wallet. He dropped a $20 bill into her jar. Then another biker stepped up and did the same. One by one, every biker began pulling out bills, 10s, 20s, even 50s, and filling her jar until it overflowed. Amara's eyes widened. Her little lemonade stand, which had barely earned her a few dollars earlier, was now covered in money. The neighbors, still watching from their windows, gasped. Some came outside to see what was happening, and then the leader of the bikers said, "A girl with a dream should never be without a bike. Pack this lemonade up, sweetheart. We're taking you shopping." Denise's jaw dropped. "Excuse me," she said, stepping forward. "What do you mean?" The biker woman smiled warmly. "Ma'am, if you don't mind, we'd like to buy your daughter that bike today? Right now?" Denise was stunned. She didn't know these people. They were strangers, tough-looking, and yet their voices carried kindness. Amara looked up at her mother with pleading eyes, her heart pounding in excitement. And so began a day Amara would never forget, the day a group of bikers turned an ordinary lemonade stand into an extraordinary story of generosity, community, and hope.